What are you gonna see this time?
The story begins. Here we go! Wanna watch it again? The story begins. It's a famous scene. Wanna watch it again?
Okay, okay. That's embarrassing. Well, that's embarrassing. I have been streaming for 5 minutes and my mic was off the entire time. Well, that happened. Well, at least that's... Anyway, welcome, Viridian, welcome. I forgot to swap back to the... I forgot to swap to the streaming mic after work, so I was still on my work mic, so that's probably the issue. Anyway, welcome, Meridian. I'm just doing some light streaming to clear the event stuff because it's going to be ending soon, and I kind of been slacking on it because I got distracted with Star Rail stuff. But yeah. Haunted Rouge. So I'm just binging my way through the movies and... Yep.
The story begins.
Oh, no. Yep. I will appreciate this movie. Movie appreciation is an art form. Movie appreciation is life. Here we go. Big part. Okay, almost there. We've experienced. We've got perfect score. Perfect. And finally, Stray Paws.
The story begins.
Okay. Oh, poor puppy. Okay, so cozy. Doggy smile. Happy. Happy. Feel good. Yes! Combo! Got it. I scratched my nose at the wrong time.
It's a famous scene.
Thank God I have two hands. Don't back down. Go, puppers!
Wanna watch it again?
Very good. Very good. He's got the S rank. And with that I've got all 6 of those. That means I can... Oh, claim this. That means I can grab you. 200 polychromes. Nice. movie notes. So now, which also means I can grab this. It's wonderful. Now for the actual important ones. Talking to characters. I'm sure Last Flight is screening here, right? This is there is a romance movie. Hey now. I've never said I dislike romance movies. Though I haven't watched a ton of them either. But since we seldom hang out, might as well give a romance flick a shot, right? Who knows? You might be pleasantly surprised. For those of you who don't know, okay, so, a film inspired by images from the old civilization. Joseph, a pilot, a stunt pilot, decides to perform a high-risk stunt to prove his love for his fiancée, Arenda, but tragically loses his life in an accident. Discovering that her engagement ring allows her to return to the morning of the accident, one of those types of stories, Irina attempts to go back in time to prevent the tragedy. Despite her efforts, an unseen force constantly leads to her husband's death. To her horror, with every return to the past, the moment of Irina's arrival is delayed by a fraction, diminishing her chance to change fate. That's an interesting story, and it sort of reminds me of, I think was called Summertime Rendering, I think it was, where basically main character keeps sort of time looping, except every time he time loops, he's slightly ahead in time in the timeline. Still, very good. Now I'm sort of imagining a situation like that with Homura from Madoka Magica. You know, she time loops in, but every time she time loops in, the point in which she pops in is a bit further ahead in the timeline. So, you know, starts with just her waking at the hospital, then it can go to her in the middle of being discharged, and then it can go a bit further every time, and that adds extra urgency and horror, especially after she approaches the point where Madoka's 100% a magical girl now. Oh well. That's Bond. Well, time ticks forward. Yep, Oh, by the way, for the reason why this is giving the gameplay hints, even though we've seen it before, long story short, I actually wanted to try streaming last night. But when I turned on Zenless Zone Zero, it was muted on my headphones for some mystical reason. I had no idea why, so I tried everything. I bug reported, I uninstalled, reinstalled the game, I did everything. Then I found out that it specifically muted Zenless Zone Zero on my computer's sound settings. Somehow. I don't even know what button does that. So at least this reminds me exactly how this works, so. That's just, seems to be a good mood. Comes the new Eridu melody. Gets people crying. Tears. Should I bring it up? I've got...
As expected of you, always so thoughtful.
Yes, as expected. And yes, computers are basically
Don't worry.
black magic.
I don't normally cry during movies.
You're going to cry during this movie.
Unless you want to see me cry.
Last Flight. Man, it starts sweet, heartwarming slice of daily life. Couple happy. Yep, start with this with the hope and the happiness to really stab it into your chest. Last long, perhaps the male protagonist got carried away. Yeah. Yep. And then tragedy strikes. That's a desperate cry. Amid this brutal scene, Haramasa turns at you. You look concerned. Yeah? In the dim lights, your gaze meets his golden eyes. Yeah, they are really hitting the romance here. Haramasa seems to be studying your expression carefully.
Are you okay?
Nod, signaling that you're okay.
Okay, that's good.
Yep, Haramasa, you're so sweet. Back in seat, his eyes return to the screen.
Wow. No wonder the reviews have been raving about this movie. It's actually pretty touching.
Of course.
If it makes you cry, you can tell me. I'm not gonna make fun of you or anything.
Just as the scene ends, the screen fades to black. You glance back at Haramasa. Despite his teasing words, there's not a hint of laughter in his eyes. The next moment, the theater plunged into total darkness, and everything around fell silent. Haramasa seems to take a quiet, deep breath.
It's just a movie.
He speaks softly, his voice almost dissolving into the darkness. You can't tell if it was to you or to himself. Yeah, Haramasa looks like a lazy slacker on the outside. On the inside, he has trauma and the fact that he has the whole life-threatening disease thing.
I don't need any special flights, Joseph. All I want is for you to be safe. Please don't go, okay?
I'll answer that in a moment.
Don't you trust your fiance? Just wait. I'll bring back some stars for you to see.
No, Joseph.
No, I do. But I've seen accidents. I've seen you spiraling right in front of me. Joseph, please don't go.
The heroine keeps putting on her wedding ring to travel back to that morning. Yeah. Over and over again. Until only one choice remains. Soft, faint sigh. Pat on the soldier. Tug. Give her a reassuring pat on the shoulder. Oh, thank God. A quiet, till flickering, a slight smile plays across his lips. Yes.
Not everyone can march toward an ending they know is doomed.
Yep.
But if it's you, I believe you can.
Wow, the shipping bait here is strong. The ending was so touching. After trying again and again, even in the face of countless desperate failure, the heroine never gave up and finally managed to save her fiancé. Let's ask his thoughts.
To be honest, I don't really like the way the male lead behaved.
Yes.
To perform such a high-risk maneuver for the sake of his fiancée, one shouldn't treat their life so recklessly.
As someone who's yeah.
More importantly, he never considered how she might feel.
Yeah, it was selfish.
Nobody wants to see their loved ones die right before their eyes. Of course, unless there's no other choice, no one wants to die in front of someone they love either. But anyway, the movie had a good ending. I'm really glad I got to watch it with you.
Yeah, sounds like a good movie. His comments are?
Despite the plot issues, I still had a great time watching this movie. Even though it's a romance movie, there were some surprisingly deep thoughts on life, too. Though, honestly, It probably felt that way because I was watching it with you.
The shipping bait. So strong. But, okay, so putting on my inner movie critic for a second, I kind of dislike that apparently the movie ends with her saving the husband in the end. I think it would work better if we sort of if the movie was sort of a play on the effects that grief can have on someone's mind. I think a good movie plot based on this idea would be something along the lines of it. She puts on the ring and she travels back to that moment, and she keeps trying again and again to save him, but it never works. He always dies. And I think that could be filmed in a good way as a metaphor for how grief, if we lose a loved one, grief kind of hurts us very deeply, and a lot of people end up going through a cycle of thinking, what if I did something differently? What if I changed something? What if I did this? What if I did that? That maybe they could have survived. But, well, they're gone, and there's no real going back. So, I think it might have been a bittersweet, but a more poignant ending if the wife eventually came to terms with this as a way of also remembering him when he was alive. Like, rather than, saving him, it's a case of accepting and moving on. At least that's my viewpoint of things, and I might be going full movie critic on that. Right, game late. Let's call it a day. Movie's emotionally intense, but best not to take it too seriously. See you. Hope you have a good night's sleep. See you too. Good night. Our happy moments are often fleeting, but they're enough to last forever. That was a nice one. Next movie.
What are you gonna see this time?
Oh yeah, I also kind of love the joking fan art I've seen where, from this lady's perspective as I think was usually Wise, or just one of the siblings just keeps coming in with more and more people on basically dates. And okay, next up we have Anby. I wonder if Cunninghare's financial situation has improved lately. Anby often rents videotapes, which means she can't afford movie tickets. Since we're in time for this promotion, I should invite Anby to watch to her heart's content. There you are. I thought I'd run into you here. Gravity Cinema has been running a promotion lately. I figured you wouldn't want to miss it. It's basically... I've basically been living at the cinema lately. Aside from sleep, this has increased the odds of seeing you by at least 35.5%. I just love how much of a weirdo Ambi is. What about your work with the Cunning Hares? Nicole heard how huge the promotion is, and gave me a lengthy vacation of her own accord. Yeah, Nicole's a good boss. The more you watch now, the less you'll need to watch later. The more you watch, the more you get out of the promotion. That's what she said. She wanted me to make the most of the opportunity. That's so, Nicole. Yes, I plan on following her advice. I've watched all the movies I haven't seen before going back. If I haven't seen it yet, we could watch it together. Sure, watch whatever you want, Ambi. How about Small Body Big Crisis? Yes, her sort of maybe mother cloned. Oh, right, yeah, the theory about Yishuan. Possibly. That's a good choice. Sure, let's go with that one. Small body, big crisis. So classic, a case of a person ends up waking up in a different body. Work is during excited today's film.
What would it feel like to be a Bangbu?
Oh, I know that. Even though I've linked with Eos, I had to live like that.
You wouldn't be able to eat burgers, and the seat in front of you would always block your view at the movies.
Yeah, that's Ambi for you. We want to go back and give Eos a hug.
You treat Bangbu very well. Becoming one of your Bangbus should be a blessing.
Oh yes, they are basically my kids. Give your hug for me. I'm sure it feels lucky to be a Bangbu of the cunning hairs.
When Nicole couldn't pay the rent and everyone had to survive on instant noodles, it couldn't get any plug-in updates either. But whenever we have some income, Nicole always updates it first before going to buy frozen food and discounted snacks.
Yep, that's Nicole for you. Even has a smile on her face. From the back. And now they're oh God, that's so rude. Loud. But talking about...
I can't tolerate such behavior. Respecting other people's movie experience is also a form of respecting the film itself.
Agreed! Agreed! Go, yeah, go.
As expected of a proxy, you dealt with that in no time.
Yeah, agreed. I didn't do it alone. Yeah.
I guess that was one way to handle it. I always learn so much when I'm around you.
Of course, Ambi. Like, seriously, anyone who talks on their phone in the movies. I'm actually a human. I don't know how I became a Bangbu. Bob the Bangbu.
Daydreaming again, little Bangbu.
Ah, yes.
Come here, my squishy little cupcake. Oh, you're so soft. You were born to be petted and rubbed.
Yeah, it's basically wake up as a cat situation.
No.
Why can't any understand a man's, I mean a Bangbu's words? To the theater hallways right there, yeah, pretty much. They swap bodies with versus standoff ensures as
The comedy comes in bursts and has a really distinct style. Looks like the reviews were right after all. I'm adding this to Anby's 50 must-watch movies.
Wasn't it 40 before?
It was actually only 10 at first.
Yeah, she's a cinephile. I love. Ask Ambi about other lists.
Nope. Every burger should be a must-try.
Yep, that's Ambi for you. Of which, I feel like I can smell burgers. Ambi actually bought a burger. I want a burger too.
Burgers and movies are soulmates. We can split mine, half each.
Ambi cuts the burger in half and hands over the half with more patty. It feels like you're absorbing the joyful atmosphere around you while you eat the burger and enjoy the funny scenes. It feels like I'm eating a movie.
When paired with a burger, a movie you could watch 100 times turns into one you could watch 1,000 times without getting bored.
I love just how
That's
Ambi
the
is.
secret to watching movies.
Ambi speaks like a kudere straight man, but in reality, she's just a complete weirdo. Well, with Ambi.
That was pretty funny.
Your expression says otherwise, though.
You enjoyed it too, right?
Yep. You're right, I did.
I really liked the ending. After the main character turns back into a human, he didn't abandon the Bangbu friend who helped him, or the place that sheltered him during his days as a Bangbu. He might be the main character of a comedy, but he earned my respect.
Oh yeah, that's a good comedy ending.
He was much more loyal than I was.
Ambi? That's not true.
It's not? But I've been running from it for so long.
You're doing perfectly fine. Yeah, seriously, Ambi. You're one of our most trusted friends. Yeah.
Really?
You are. You're a high-grade waifu.
I never thought I'd actually hear such movie-like lines in real life. Today was much more than just watching a great movie.
It was. Movie.
If life's a comedy, maybe there's not much difference between humans and Bangbu. This movie will probably be on my Andy's must-watch movies list for quite a while. Thanks for keeping me company. I hope we can come back with everyone from the Cunning Hares sometime.
Yep. Also, to answer about the burgers, I'm pretty sure Ambi just brought it in with her because, to be perfectly honest, I would not be surprised if Ambi just carries around a dozen burgers at all times. And yeah, when it comes to comedies, dark comedies and light comedies, they're different flavors. But I do agree that I prefer light comedies endings because, unfortunately, a lot of dark comedies, sometimes they go a bit too far in the darkness, and that just leads to things leaving with a bad taste in my mouth. Plus, honestly, the dark comedies, they're hard to write. And I've seen plenty of instances of people just messing it up. And I like just light comedies when they just have fun with it. Monty Python is so quotable for a reason. Are they still human, or are they just Bangbu? Maybe there's no difference. Everyone's got different standards, but honestly, I don't think there's much difference between the two. You always make so much sense, just as like a movie protagonist. Yep. But even heroes need to eat. I wonder if there's a protagonist out there who's into burgers. Also, just a reminder that Ambi and Soldier 11 have how should I phrase it? Both of them have interesting taste in food. Ambi is her burger-obsessed gremlin energy, and Soldier 11 is, if it isn't super hot spicy, it is too mild. Let's see. Yeah, not all using it as an excuse to be mean and lampoon. Yeah, pretty much. A lot of dark comedies are just spiteful and mean for the sake of being spiteful and mean. Like, sure, you can make a good dark comedy about something that is genuinely a thing that should be mocked, but other times it's, as you said, just the writer being spiteful and mean to people.
What are you gonna see this time?
Well, next up, we have one of the top tier waifus. The two big waifus, the Astra, the Stalker, and Vivian, the Simp. Like Astra's free tonight. Pretty reasonable. However, she's pretty recognized by cinema. If you want to watch in peace, late night is the only option. Downside of being famous. Great, as expected. There aren't many people around this time. You know, Astra, maybe you won't be so recognizable if you didn't wear that very flashy and easily noticeable getup. Like, I'm not complaining, I'm basically eye level with your chest, so Regardless. Well, this is the last late night showing. Yeah, I had to come at this time to avoid drawing attention. I'm not disturbing your sleep schedule, am I? Don't worry, my sleep schedule is already a mess. Don't worry, it's nowhere near my bedtime. So what movie? Not many options at this hour. Let's pick something perfect for late night screening. Ooh, horror movies then? I'm cool with it. You keen? Of course. I am. And well, as long as it's Haunted Rouge, that is. Is there something special about this flick? Wait. Are you part of it? Is this a movie you're in? I mean, it's a movie I starred in, so I know every scene by heart. There's no way it could scare me. You'd be surprised. You'd be surprised. Hey, if anything, I'm worried that you might get so scared you'll jump into my arms with an ooh-wah! Astra, I think the other thing's gonna happen. Oh. Oh, you... Haha, I'm not going to. I mean, I might. I mean, it's Astra. She's gorgeous. You're the leading actress? Yep, I went all the way to the Wi-Fi Peninsula to shoot these scenes. So what do you say? When it comes to this movie, I've got a natural immunity to all the scary stuff, you know? You say that, but the special effects weren't added yet. Let's do it then. Yeah, she said so much that she's not going to get scared, so I think she's going to get terrified. Where is it? Deep in the road, an ancient mansion stands atop a steep cliff, where a bride silently waits. She lowers her head, as she whispers to you. You've kept me waiting for so long. Astra? Will you marry me? Let's do this. Excited about this movie.
Just as I thought. Almost no one's around for the late night screenings. The seats are kind of close to the front, but I doubt anyone will recognize me. Just to be safe, let's keep our voices down so we don't draw attention. These seats have way too much space between them, though. If we could sit just a little closer, it'd be easier to hear each other.
Oh, I am going to cuddle you. Yeah, I'm gonna get close.
Ooh, look! The armrest moves. Perfect. Now we can sit closer.
Yeah, it's very obvious what you're doing here.
The movie's about to start, so get ready to see my performance.
Yeah, this is basically like a kid wanting to show off to their parents or their crush. Film wasn't really scary, especially the stunning looks felt completely overshadowing any horror vibes. Astra is watching very seriously.
When we first filmed this scene, the director wanted me to look both evil and charming at the same time.
How were you going to do that?
It's my first time playing this sort of character. Do you think I pulled off the whole evil but charming vibe?
You look pretty wicked already.
Oh, there are even more wickedly charming close-ups later.
Oh, I'll keep an eye out for those.
Well, let's just wait and see. I'll ask for your thoughts after the movie.
So you continue watching.
You said some other guests were waiting for me in the lobby. But we're deep in the mountains. There shouldn't be anyone alive in this villa.
Clever heartbeat trick. Nice classic trick here.
Well, they aren't exactly alive. But it's also true they're waiting for new guests. Just like the 47 other guests before you.
Okay, good voice acting there, Astra.
Huh? You mean they all... Who are you? What is this place?
Becomes much more terrifying, intense, immediate. Astra? She's watching with her eyes closed. Astra. So are you just going to listen now, or what?
Whoa. Okay, this is kind of scary. Those props didn't feel scary at all when we were filming, but now when you see them on the big screen, whew, yikes.
Well, that's angles and perception for you.
Nope. I can't watch anymore. Can you help me out?
Scooting into your seat.
You know, just tell me when the scary part is over.
Bury your head in my chest. I'll hold you close. Yeah.
It's over? Oh, thank goodness. That scared me half to death.
Aww.
I'm so glad you're here, or I might have had to sit through the whole second half with my eyes closed.
Yeah. As the movie nears its end. Hey, there's subtlety, and then there's taking advantage of a situation to cuddle a cute girl. I will never not take advantage of that situation. That's Riao.
Oh, it's over. That was way scarier than I thought. And to think everyone was all jokes and giggles during breaks on set.
Oh, yeah.
The final cut turned out so powerful. The director is amazing.
I didn't see that wicked charming close-up you mentioned.
You know, the scene where I kissed the red veil, left a lip print, and tossed it into the woods. So, what did you think of it?
I'm kind of jealous of that veil. Yeah.
Come on now. Well, how about I give it to you as a souvenir?
Do you have any idea how valuable that movie merch will be? Really?
When we wrapped, the crew let us each take home one prop, and I picked the veil. It's a little keepsake of my first on-screen kiss, I guess.
Oh boy, that would be such a valuable
it still
prop.
has my lip print on it. Want me to wash it before I give it to you?
No. Press roll to the end. No, I need the lip print.
This was my first time doing a movie like this. The director told me to look at the guest like I was eyeing my next prey. I spent forever practicing that stare.
Aw.
The scene where I lifted the veil to reveal my glare even scared me. I didn't realize I could look that terrifying.
Yeah, and also, can you imagine being the movie theater or that realized, oh, the super famous actress that played the character decided to come and watch it here, which is nice and fun. Only downside to midnight screens is how late it gets when they're over. Yeah, I know. It's the unfortunate factor of how these things go. They make subtitles and record things slightly different. I try not to think about it. Gonna catch up on some serious sleep. So head back to make up for lost time? Yeah, you should get some rest too. Let's catch another movie together next time. And one final movie to watch.
Enjoy the movie magic.
Watch videotapes of Vivian at home. But I should really take her to the cinema more often. Yeah, they're meant for the big screen. Let me get her voice. Would you be willing to watch the port peak with me, Lord Phaethon? So is this your type of movie, Vivian? I seldom watch horror movies. But that's why I wanted to check this one out with you. I know exactly what you're doing, and I'm into it. I want to cuddle you. You are such a adorable banshee. Don't worry. Please don't worry. I'm not the type to freak out during the scary parts. Promise. I won't distract you or anything. No, the voice lines come right around. I believe it come right around now. They only voiced this part, if I remember correctly. As though she's into this kind of film. Can handle scary scenes. Seems quite... I should give her a heads up. Tell me if you get scared.
Looks like I should be a little more scared.
Oh, yeah.
That way I'll have an excuse to whisper in your ear later.
I love her. She's adorable. Soundtrack that really gets me. Tense in theater rather than at home. Oh, we're getting scared. Just adds to it. Wait, why is that sound getting closer?
The lumberjack is so scary.
Vivian, can you be any more obvious? Should we stop watching?
Huh? I'm not that scared.
Vivian, come on. Just admit it and...
Can I hold on to your sleeve? I'll feel much better that way.
Your arm closer to Vivian. Barely pinching the edge of your sleeve. Oh, she's so cute. Her fingertips sway with her soft breathing, brushing against her wrist and the back of her hand, like being tenderly pecked by a small bird, causing a slight tickle.
This nameplate. It's from the lumberjack. Prototype E07.
It's a sacrifice!
Someone's building these mechanical monsters! We walked right into some sort of weird experiment! Oh no! We never should have gotten involved with any of you!
Okay. Didn't expect that twist.
But there's good news. Look over there. No one said there was only one lumberjack.
Oh! Classic surprise reveal third act twist. There's more than one. Once you get used to the sound effects and figure out the timing of the jump scares. One of those movies. Protect each other. Get the youngs. Turns her eyes red. What's wrong? Oh? Hand her a tissue. Scooting a bit closer. Are you okay? Next, telling her to focus on the screen. Stop staring at me. I'm blushing. I'm gonna. Her fingertips feels carefully trimmed and rounded. She's so close. The hem of her skirt brushes against your leg. The lace edges tickling you just a little.
The story is almost at the climax, Lord Phaethon. Just watch now.
You watch the port peak with Vivian. Although it's a horror movie, the final scenes where the person who finally escaped with the help of all her friends looks looks back at Portbeak and sheds tears while holding a group photo touched many hearts. One of those cases where the horror movie had a friend group getting picked off one by one, and they sacrificed themselves to let the final girl escape, but, you know, lost all the friends and is probably traumatized for life. Ask.
Even though she made it out, seeing her standing in the sunlight still made me feel kind of sad.
Yeah, classic slasher movie situation.
Watching your friends die and being the only one left.
Okay, did the voice acting just not record that section?
Sorry, I'm being overly sentimental. It's just a horror movie.
Vivian, not at all. Motion perspective, and honestly, I felt a bit wistful too.
What stood
Maybe.
out to me the most wasn't the horror. It was how they kept instinctively protecting their backpacks while running away.
Oh?
They were protecting the gifts and decorations they had prepared for their friend's birthday celebration.
Oh. Oh god, that's tragic.
And that boy, the first one the lumberjack took. At the end, he smiled and said he was just stepping out to tune his guitar so his friends wouldn't worry. That kind of lingering regret hits even harder than death itself.
Yep. Once again, Vivian, top tier waifu. Thank you for keeping me company today. I'll gladly come, or rather, please be sure to invite me to watch it with you. For sure. I'll wait for your message, Lord Phaethon. And with that, I can finally grab the
What are you
lost...
gonna see this time?
Ah, yes, this is nice, this is nice.
Hope you enjoyed it.
So,
What are
I
you
must
gonna
miss-
see this time?
I almost missed the last bit.
Hope you enjoyed it.
Okay, so that's...
Did you call me? Yeah. Today's reading is Be a Hero.
That gave me a bit more resources. Just going to have to get those at some point. So more resources, and my Jufufu is almost ready and built. So it's
Fufu's here.
so let's see. That takes care of all the major event stuff. Now there is Jufufu's story, but I sort of delayed on that, and I want to do that. Don't have enough time to do that tonight, so I'll probably hold off on that until later. Instead, let's pop over here because there is a side quest that I've been sort of putting off. That one. This one. Hello, Yishuan. Now I have to get ready for a lot of voice acting. Here you are, Belle. Rufu and the others are still dealing with stuff at the temple, and I can't get away either. But the Defense Force commander at Scott Outpost contacted me, saying they finally made some progress in that investigation I helped them with in the Lost Void. That matter is quite tricky, and I think it might be related to the miasma of the Lemnian Hollow. I feel better. I'd feel better leaving this to you. Lost miasma? Rescue several people corrupted by miasma from the Lost Void area of the Hollow. So, it's a bit complicated, so I'll spare you the details. All the specifics from the last investigation are on file, and I'm about to take you to Captain Roland to check them out. Oh right, I remember. Fufu mentioned that you two crossed paths in the Lost Void. Are you familiar with the situation at Scott Outpost? Yeah, I couldn't be more familiar. I've been involved in a lot of this. Although we've never discussed this before, that's exactly the kind of answer I expected. Perfect. Captain Roland is already waiting for us. Yishuan Shifu and captain of the independent investigation team. 1 second, my cat is doing a thing. Hello, kitty cat. I have to throw you off again. Okay. Looks like you two know each other. I am her disciple now. Anyway, Belle is now a registered disciple of Yunkai Summit, and I want to assign her to investigate the miasma in the Lost Void. No problem. The outpost had quite a few matters before that this esteemed investigator helped us resolve. Looks like we need help on this too. Since you left the Lost Void last time, Yishuan Shifu, I've gathered some new information. But would you like to first go over your previous findings? Not necessary. There inside the Lost Void are incredibly complex environments, and add to that the recent miasma corruption event. I believe only by experiencing it firsthand can one fully decode all the information within. You should have my investigation files from last time. Just hand them over to Belle. Yeah, okay? Get another VR headset. Once she's fully immersed, she'll understand everything. I'm heading... So now I'm... To be precise, I just want you to go through my previous investigation process. It's not as good as being there in person, but it's definitely safer. Ah yes, so go through a VR simulation of it. Alright, makes sense. Analyze. Okay, let's see what there is. No need to consult the Oracle. We all know how slim the chance is. I think so. You're right. I'll go ahead and grant you access to the archives now. Let's go to Lost Void. Go to the team invest. Wait, no, that's the wrong one. Special Operations. File 0. Miasma 1. Okay, so I have a trial use of Yishuan.
Today's reading is Be a Hero.
Very good.
Is the
So
concert starting?
I'll throw in Astra Yao as a...
We're up, Hooey.
Okay, so simple tactic. Yao, then stun. Yeah, this should work. And now my cat's on my lap. I love him, and he is purring. Follow zero late archive of SE81520-001.
You must be Yishuan Shifu. I've heard a lot about you.
Captain Roland. I remember you. You're the Defense Force liaison at Scott Outpost.
Yep. Okay, very good.
What brings you to Swabian Temple today?
It's about the outpost. We recently rescued a number of independent investigators from Hollow Zero during a routine patrol. They were all exhibiting signs of miasma exposure.
Miasma?
Yep.
How peculiar. The presence of miasma has greatly diminished since the fall of the old capital. I've only seen it in Lemnian Hollow in the past few years.
Oh.
But if it's manifesting in Hollow Zero, that certainly is unprecedented.
And bad news.
We had some researchers from Waifei Peninsula check the investigator's condition. It turns out that the symptoms were indeed caused by miasma corruption. It was not some coincidence or shared delusion of any kind.
Well, the line between what's real and what's imagined is often far thinner than people would believe.
Huh?
Let's get back to the matter at hand.
The independent investigators had all the proper gear, compliant carrots, clear routes. The works.
Okay, so they were all well equipped, but yet they still got hit.
But they wouldn't give us any credentials, ID, or explain what they were doing in Hollow Zero. Since we didn't have proof of them breaking any rules, we couldn't force them to tell us the source of their carrot. So all we could do was plan out routes based on the locations where we rescued them, and investigate from there.
I see. So what is it that you seek from me?
The route we're taking next is in close proximity to the Lost Void, and not many investigators are qualified to go that deep. I heard that you have a way to effectively suppress miasma. We were hoping you would join us in this investigation.
Basically, get the expert who's also kind of a powerhouse. A faint furrow appears between her brows.
I've consulted the divination. The key to solving this matter lies not with me, but with one whom I will encounter on this trip.
Oh?
The signs suggest that we may still find what we seek if we set off now.
Really?
Oh?
In that case, now's the perfect time to go.
Not quite.
Oh? How long should we wait then?
The most opportune moment was yesterday.
Oh?
Then I guess we'd better get moving. Do you need to inform your disciples before we depart?
Nope.
This is but a small errand. No need to trouble them.
What about the talisman you'll use to suppress the miasma? Don't you need to prepare those?
Rather than preparing the talismans beforehand, I think we'd better play it by ear.
Basically, yeah, let's get moving. I don't need to prep. Now we're in the Lost Void. Try to gear support. Okay, complete. Okay. And I discussed. You seem to know something. It's just a vague hunch for now. Mainly with no pedo, but I have a feeling this incident might be connected to a certain big guy again. Thanks for the heads up. I'll keep an eye out. So let's see. Physical. Okay, let's see. Ether, physical. Not what I need there. Time. Yeah, this one's what I need. Okay. Miasma totally on previous gear design concepts might not be as happens between rapidly changing combat environments, so tactical prison program for you. In this program you can choose. Okay, let's see what we have. Thanks a lot. Okay, so let's see here. That's for Astra Yao. That's for. Let's just see. And that's you, Fufu. One. Let's unlock this one. And see. I don't need that to see. Let's grab this one. Upgrades, yeah. Now I have to talk to Roland. Another one? Alright, from what she was saying, her symptoms seem similar to previous cases. Those who were nearby, okay? Drew a talisman. No doubt it's miasma corruption. Take this talisman and get him out of the hollow quickly. There still might be a chance to save him. I'll head out right now. Characters 4 components, but remains piece still readable. I'll leave it with you then. Companions with this. Leave it to you then. Okay? Yeah, it says. Okay, let's see. So my route will probably be like, yeah, that'll be my route.
Stage is mine.
Simple start. Let's continue. Yeah, these are special event. Friends Defense Forces Investigation Team.
Hi. You must be the help that Captain Roland mentioned?
Orphe! Yes, I heard you were. So, I believe, according to she is one of Soldier 11's squad mates, Obel Squadron.
Correct. And since you've yet to insult me, I presume you're Orphe?
Yes, that's me. Sorry, she doesn't feel like talking right now. I'm not the best at analysis, but let me give it a go.
You're a cutie patootie. I am saving for you.
So... We've located a few coordinates. There was the one from earlier, and...
I'll take it from here.
And there's Trigger.
I'm sure Captain Roland has already filled you in about the miasma victims we found in Hollow Zero.
Yes, the ethereal we faced just now was clearly spawned from miasma. There's no longer any doubt. Miasma has clearly taken root in Hollow Zero.
I knew it!
I told them that ages ago.
Right, yeah, Orphe's gun tail. I have no idea why she has a gun tail, but she has a gun tail.
I can't believe those higher-ups are bringing in outside help. What are they thinking? We could have handled this ourselves.
Hold on. The whole miasma thing is already bad enough. And now suspicious investigators are showing up in the hollow? We can't just...
Let me guess. Cultists?
Whatever. Just finish what you're saying and let's get moving. All this time we wasted talking to her could have been spent wiping out another wave of ethereals.
For a moment, become a little puzzled.
Oh, I'm okay.
Anyway, we're trying to figure out a pattern to the victim's coordinates and see if those locations can be traced back to the source of the miasma. But the coordinates we got don't exactly match the areas where the miasma readings are the strongest.
Oh?
What do you think? Should we keep chasing this lead?
With just the four of us, it's unlikely that we'll be able to pinpoint the flow of miasma. I suggest we split up and follow the coordinates of those suspicious individuals.
Makes sense. Okay. Ultimate. Let's grab ultimate because... Okay, now which direction I'm going? Next area. So let's see. Yes. There you go. Way. Let's see, independent investigator, yada yada yada. Enemy attacks. Increased damage dealt. Increased damage dealt to stun. Let's just grab that. Next one is... Yeah. So now we take... Trigger. This is meant to be a combat situation. Sorry, I see boxes, I have to smash them. Meet again, Shifuji. I got here first and already cleared out the ethereals in the area. How's it looking? Just some ordinary ethereals. Can't see any connection between them and Miasma. And those ethereal ether crystals the victims keep muttering about. Hope I'm not looking in the wrong direction. Got any theories? None at the moment. But those delirious survivors, those fake investigators in their neat outfits, and those strange words they keep muttering, they all remind me of a movie. Movie? Yeah, have you heard of Beheboth? I have. So you're saying those people might be working for someone who can control and profit from the ethereals, the Exaltus. Yeah, but is something like that even real? Hollow is vast, and anything is possible within. If we can find a fake investigator with intact sanity, we might get some new intel. Let's keep investigating. Right, after cleaning up the ethereals around here, okay, so can I get an item? Let's see here. Yeah, I'll grab this one. Yeah, everyone here is kind of like a bit of a cinephile. Like a good chunk of people like their movies in this group. And probably watched it with Belle. If I remember correctly. Yeah, no, I don't. I think I have more than that. Yeah, I have more than that, so let's grab this one to boost my decibels a bit more. Let's see. This is always useful. So, next up. Abikabu. Please help Tuan's parent. If we make it out of here, let's never come back to this place. What's up with your parent? So many terrifying ethereals just showed up. Never seen these kinds before. They keep chasing after us. Everyone made it to the bunker over there, and that's how we survived. But after the ethereals disperse, the bunker's door won't open. I can't get out, but my parents and his friends can't get out. Kind investigator lady, please save them, I beg you. I'll give it a shot. Now check the situation. Thank you. They're all over there. Please be careful, lady.
Disappointing. Allow me. Step back. Let me have cycle of yin and yang.
Let's do this. Parents still alive. Is this the emergency switch for the security door? I'm pressing it. I'm gonna save my parent. Wait. Why? Equipped with defense protocols, the doors won't open now. They might have been triggered already. If you accidentally hit... 1 second. Ban. I swear, why do these people keep popping up? Anyway. Right, but what do we do? Let's look for the manual first. access controls. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Also, Lawbringer, welcome. I actually didn't see you, Lawbringer. I think I was on the wrong chat there. So yeah, welcome, Lawbringer. Info. Check access control instructions. Okay, let's see. So let's see here. So, special niche defense. Detect ethereal hostile units enter bunker. Open close commands issued to the same access panel. Detected edit other malicious attempts. So basically someone smashed the run button. Very. Can it come out? I need to know what each of them did. I have to ask them what did they do. Tell me how you managed to. How could they use such an outdated defense? All I know is that, and this iron door. So damn, I had to smack the switch like a crazy would. We'll go. Okay. So I think I know what's happened. Definitely gonna laugh his arsehole. There were several. Yeah. So she mashed the button. I don't remember. Close those. Locked out. Yeah, but there was. It exploded. Okay. Okay, so first one. Oh, no. So third one, Ethereal got in. Second one, they bashed the button. And the third guy. Oh, suspicious. So suspicious, impatient, and panicked. So what is suspicious? You all got by ethereals. What the was like we hide in different bunkers. Made in right after my. Can't wait. So yeah, this person is up to something. Now open. Check instructions. So this is. Yeah, call that. So person, impatience. Yeah, I see what happened. Go for the impatient. What? Did I misunderstand something? You're so cute. Ooh. So. Oh wait, I think I didn't read something correctly. Yep. On. Okay. What? I don't get it. What's... I think I misunderstood something. Yeah, I probably misunderstood something. Oh well. Oh,
You saved me! Thank you! Thank you so much!
I think I misunderstood
If
something.
it weren't for you, I would have died here in the Lost Void. All for a few measly dennies.
To risk one's life for money is hardly uncommon. But surely it wasn't just a few measly dennies that led you all the way here, no?
Yeah, the pay is pretty good. But given your abilities, you probably don't need any.
Why don't you tell me how much?
Oh yeah, how much were you being paid? Her earnings to you.
Huh. Wow. Heavens, that much? I'm so jealous. Quick, tell me, who's your employer?
Aha, pulling that tactic. Social engineering, because she's basically pulling it off. Oh, tell me, who's your employer? I want in on this.
Huh?
I mean, why don't you tell me what brings you here to the Lost Void?
Okay, you did save my life, so I've got nothing to hide from you. My teammates and I risked everything to come out here and mine a rare type of ether crystal. Our employer always provides us with carrots and gives us marked routes to follow. As for what those crystals are used for, we've asked before, but they've never given us a straight answer.
So, your employer discovered a hidden vein of ether crystals here in the Lost Void.
No, not exactly.
Oh?
Each time they send us out, they give us different carrots and destination coordinates. We never really know what the paths are like until we're already en route. And honestly, there were even a few times when it felt like we ended up in the exact same fissure as before. But I remember the crystals hadn't been there the last time we passed by.
A mobile crystal stalagmite formation. Interesting.
Yes, very interesting.
And what about miasma? Did you or your companions ever encounter any? Or perhaps any ethereals spawn from it?
Miasma? What's that?
Okay, let me phrase it differently.
Yeah?
Have your coworkers been having any unusual dreams lately? Perhaps about suddenly making a fortune?
No. But they did mention they'd been dreaming lately. One of them dreamed of the fall of the old capital. In the dream, he missed the Defense Force's request for veteran backup due to a comms failure. And so, he evacuated his whole family early enough to make it safely to New Eridu. Another dream, she was given a perfectly accurate carrot route. She entered a companion hollow alone, and was able to save the dog that had been with her for 10 years. To be honest, I also had a dream. I saw my sister.
Yeah, that sounds like miasma symptoms.
Never mind.
I know what you encountered now. As for what happened in your dreams, I won't press you further. There's no need to reopen old wounds.
Yep.
Once you get out, remember to take some time and learn about miasma.
Yeah, because otherwise you're probably going to fall victim.
But for now, give me a copy of the carrot you used on this trip, and...
Okay.
Take this. You should leave as soon as you can.
You're from Yunquei Summit?
Yep. She's the Shifu.
Here, take this.
Oh?
I'm never coming back to this place again, but this is something our employer gives us every time. Consider it a sort of special supply. Maybe it'll be helpful to you, too. Or perhaps it'll give you some clues?
Yeah, after I must die, I not have no loyalty. Okay. Untitled book. Now for the boss fight.
Disappointing. Swift yet still. Swift yet still. Clear yet murky.
Dead. Nice and easy. Let's see. Okay, let's see. Let's grab this one. Cool. Power. Next level. So, Trigger, what do you have to say? Did you find anything? I did. Explain what's just happened. So those poor souls corrupted by miasma, they do have an employer who profits from hollows after all. But is the energy from those ether crystals, stalagmites, really worth them going all out like this? Yeah, let's figure out the puzzle. Crystal stalagmites hold different values depending on the way they are formed and their energy charges. Okay? Maybe they're mining something even more precious. But I guess that's only... I wonder, what kind of growth process makes these stalagmites so valuable to justify the high risk? Probably something involving what was it? A miasma. See if I talk things through. You're welcome. My contact seems to have picked up some new leads. Looks like we'll have to keep investigating separately. If there's any new news, I'll report it all to Captain Roland. Okay, so let's grab this one. And look, little Don Quixote Boo. So cute. So cute. Roland?
Ishwan Shifu, did you manage to find any leads?
Yes, those victims you mentioned were not investigators. They were hired to enter the Lost Void and illegally mine ether crystals.
Ether crystals? I mean, sure, if that's what they're after, I get it. Ether crystals can be refined into ether energy. But even the ones in Hollow Zero aren't much different from those in any companion hollows. Why risk everything to come all the way into the Lost Void for crystals?
There's only one way to know for certain. We should see for ourselves.
Yeah, I can see that.
You mean, you know where they were headed?
I happened to encounter one of the miners. I asked her a few questions and acquired her carrot. If regular ether crystals aren't worth all the risks, then her employer must be seeking something far more rare. Something that moves on its own.
Moving ether crystals? How is that even possible?
Probably because this is ether crystals on like the back of a monster or something.
Is it so unbelievable? The hollows are teeming with countless moving ethereals, fissures, and hollow raiders. Is it really so unthinkable that one or two of those beings may like roaming around while carrying ether crystals?
Really? You don't find it strange?
Every person or ethereal has their own ambitions. But those fake investigators, they knew nothing of miasma.
Yeah, that's suspicious.
Okay, I see. Then what are we supposed to do now? Are we really going to chase some walking ether crystals through the hollow?
No problem,
The woman I encountered, her being stranded may have been an unexpected incident to her employer as well.
Ah, yes. Unexpected means that they aren't prepped for this.
She gave me a useful supply item, and assuming nothing has changed, her carrot should still be working.
A supply item? What kind?
An untitled book.
Hold on. I think I've seen something like this before. It looks like gear from Rusty Cliff.
Rusty Cliff?
If she's with Tops, then yeah, it makes sense why she knows so much about the Lost Void. But the question remains, if it's just some fancy kind of ether crystal, why all the secrecy?
If this matter is entangled with affairs outside the Hollow, then it lies beyond my concern. But here in the Lost Void, I gave you my word. So I shall do all I can to help you gather more clues.
Yep.
If the connection between this incident and miasma turns out to be a mere coincidence, then I shall have my disciples carry out a separate investigation. For now, let us head to the destination indicated by the carrot as soon as we can.
Yep, get my extra gear as well. So let's see. 4 decibels. So that's next level. So this one, yeah, straight shot till morning. Gear points. Okay, so oh, so they're asking for help. Let's do a refresh. Let's see. And yeah, that should do it for now. 50% of my health is more than I can handle that. So oh. Orpheus and Magus. So let's take a look at her. So she has elfine ears. Here's a mechanical tail gun and horns. Interesting biomods. Hello there. Oh, we've been cleared out by her. You can move forward now. Good luck. Hey, I don't have to fight something. That's good. Yeah, something feels off. Did you forget something? Oh, did you forget something? You forgot to give me the boost. Yes. Here, take it. Oh, come on. Don't be like that. Ah. Hello. Okay, let's see. Let's beat them up.
Your fate is sealed.
My soul is with you. Ready? Finish it.
Take this. Evil.
Yeah, seriously, what did you expect was going to happen?
Disappointing.
Seriously, my dude, what did you expect was going to happen? Ambush! Yes. And bam. You happen to be a mess with my parents for me. And because we saved them, everything is free. This is what I call a steal. A real bargain, really. Now, where am I going? Nice and easy. Let's go to the friendly talk and see what this is about. Okay, so... what's there? Hello there. Since I ran into you, I'll just hand over the Defense Force supplies directly to you. She just cleared out a few groups of ethereals and got exhausted. She's catching her breath. You know, it's kind of funny how it's sounding like the gun tail is the one that does all the fighting, and she's sort of just there as the delivery mechanism. She didn't mean to ignore you. It's okay, Orphe. Thanks. Yoink. So now... Shane's some good... Said something about conducting investigation. We don't... Prepared. And what's this? Let's see. Okay, let's grab it. I have... And... see... Alright, let's... Final battle against whatever I'm fighting. Miasma roots. And there's the enemy. You fool, I have powered up, and I have also beat you like 7 times in my off stream. And dead. Check the surrounding together.
The ether crystals here aren't the usual variety. But I can't really tell what's special about them either.
Miasma.
Which one, Shifu? Anything on your end?
Miasma.
Just an ethereal who likes roaming around with ether crystals on its back.
Wait, so it actually does exist? Are you talking about one of the ethereals we just fought? But they didn't seem...
No.
Oh?
The ones just now were no different from the miasma-corrupted ethereals in Lemnian Hollow. But here, I see signs of a much bigger ethereal.
Oh?
A true large ethereal. The kind worthy of a dedicated entry in White Star Institute's exploration records. Not the weaklings we just faced.
So the large ethereal, Does it have anything to do with the rare ether crystals here?
They probably grow on the ethereal and fall
From
off.
what I can tell, it seems more like a traveler in a rush, leaving their luggage behind.
Then what about the miasma? What's the connection between the two?
Captain Roland, have you ever seen someone toss a coin into a wishing pool?
Oh?
Of course, but...
From what I hear, you're one of the few academics in the Defense Force, and you're familiar with the many strange phenomena of Hollow Zero. But as for myself, I'm merely a newcomer. I cannot deduce the movement patterns of a large ethereal with only scattered crystal remains and traces of miasma. Your expectations may be a bit much even for a wishing pool.
I see, so just tossing in hoping.
Sorry.
The miasma readings in the area are still fluctuating. We should keep moving. As for the miasma, I'm afraid this is as far as we can investigate for now. The miasma here seems to share the same source as that in Lemnian Hollow. Those investigators were likely tailing that large ethereal. The miasma contamination may simply have been an unforeseen incident. Whether Lemnian Hollow or Hollow Zero is the true origin of the miasma remains unclear. But if I had to choose, I would place my bet on Hollow Zero.
Yeah, probably Hollow Zero. There's a lot of funky stuff going on in there.
There are too many mysteries surrounding the miasma. I can only hope there isn't another place in the world like Hollow Zero. A place that completely defies all normal logic.
Understood. I'll take some samples from these crystals and send them somewhere safer. I'll ask someone at the outpost to help analyze them. If there are any new developments, I will contact you immediately.
Thank you, Roland. They like using Hollow Zero as a way to introduce new characters, which is nice. Yeah, finish readings. Let's say about the message. Hold up, we need another friend. Of course. She's also an old friend of Belle. Oh, who's popping in? From the last investigation.
After the last investigation, Magus and Trigger had brought back similar ether crystal samples.
Oh, hello Tracy, welcome to the stream. This is just a very short one, but please subscribe if you want. I would love to see new people. And plus I want to generally build up subscribers over time.
I compared them and passed everything on to Ray.
That's right.
Oh?
Given that there have been previous encounters with another large ethereal, I decided to search the archives for any matching records on these crystals.
Did you find something?
Any findings?
If we're talking about the association's databases, then no, nothing at all.
But...
Luckily, Roland brought up that this might be connected to Rusty Cliff.
Thank you, Tracy.
And when it comes to understanding a big company, I reckon the best place to look is their financial reports.
Of course, usually big companies are like that. Nothing too much. It's today's mostly just me doing some event clear out because I had some time available, and then event and side quests I've been sort of neglecting. Tomorrow I'm going to attempt to do a stream of Star Rail's Fate event, Fate collab event, and hopefully that works. It may not because unfortunately Star Rail is weirdly the OBS gets weirdly buggy when it comes to Star Rail. In the past when I've tried streaming Star Rail, it's crashed a lot.
Ishu and Shifu, are you familiar with the scope of Rusty Cliff's business?
No?
I'm afraid not. Please, go ahead.
Compared to a traditional mining group, Tops's Rusty Cliff has some unusual revenue entries. Part of their profits are attributed to an ethereal named Hoba.
Oh?
People used to think they profited from ethereals by just collecting samples from ones they encountered while exploring hollows, and then using them to produce precious relics or other hollow exploration supplies. But that kind of revenue should be pretty unstable.
But here they get it consistently, so they must have a specific holo they're basically mining.
Especially since HSO isn't supposed to let creatures like that roam freely in the hollows.
Unless those crystals are rare.
Exactly. If the real thing Rusty Cliff has been profiting from is some special kind of ether crystal they found on Hoba, then it all makes sense. Maybe Hoba simply likes collecting ether crystals, and the company just robs it all the time. Or maybe it nests in fissures where those crystals naturally grow, and they keep raiding its home for valuables.
Unfortunately, we don't even know what makes the crystals profitable.
We'll need more info to ascertain that.
Interesting.
What about the miasma?
Unfortunately, I searched every database I have access to for the keywords Rusty Cliff and Hoba, but I didn't find anything linking them to miasma.
So the miasma's just a coincidence? No, it can't be.
I agree. It's unlikely that Hoba and miasma just randomly cross paths in Hollow Zero.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense.
Sorry, if there is nothing further, then I have something I need to tell you.
Oh?
I'm afraid other tasks require my attention at Yunquai Summit. As for the mysteries of Hoba, miasma, and those ether crystals, I shall leave them in your hands. Should you need further assistance...
If what we need is an outstandingly sharp and talented investigator...
Everyone turns to look at Belle.
Then I think we found the best candidate.
Of course.
Indeed.
Me?
Wait, you're not talking about me, are you?
Yes, they are.
You are indeed an excellent candidate.
Yes, she is.
My most trusted independent investigation team captain. I'll be counting on you.
There's no rush for the moment, though. I'm still trying to gain clearance for a related file. If I manage to get it, I'll be in touch right away.
Okay, so set up for the next
Got it.
one.
In the meantime, I'll keep analyzing these ether crystals. Let's see what's so special about them.
Yeah, let's find out what is so weird about these things. And for now, the commission's accomplished, so that's another thing taken care of. Oh. Yoinking, yoinkity yoink. More resources today. I always enjoy some more resources. So, let's see. The next thing on the agenda, I believe, is let's see, Swabian, where is it? Alright, I'm blind. Oh, wait. I was literally already on it. So, next things on the agenda is let's see, where is it? I believe so. You're playing Hero, I see. Quite so. Follow those within. Wait. Let's see. True hero. Let's see. Gain that title. You can be my sword attendant. Oh, cute little thing. Now, what? I believe I need to get a quest to do the next part, to do the next level up. Okay, start. They should be, yeah, here they are. Yishuan?
Thanks to you, it looks like the Tide Fair can finally happen again.
Oh, don't say that. This is nothing compared to what you've done to help me. Besides, this was always meant to be at Swebian Temple. It was just... I couldn't bring myself to face it until now.
That's rather sweet.
Oh, you're here too. Thanks again for everything you did to rescue Ping.
No problem, old man, no problem. We just did what we could.
You're welcome. We were glad to help.
Perfect.
I came today to give you this sky letter. It belonged to Jen, Ping's older brother.
Oh, I see. I see there. Ping's older brother.
Ping's older brother. I think I remember you two mentioning him before.
11 years ago, just before the Tide Fair, Jen had already picked up his sky letter and written his blessing on it. He was just waiting for the day to take it to Swabian Temple. But then, the unexpected happened. He never came back from the Hollow. This sky letter was all he left behind. And every time I open it and see the words, "May my family be safe," it just hits me all over again.
A tragic keepsake that you held close to your heart and didn't want to let go of.
So I went to Swabian Temple, thinking that I had to send off the sky letter. It was his last wish. But when I got there, I was told that Yunquei Summit was pulling out of Waifei, and the Tide Fair wouldn't be held again.
Now, and then you held on to it for years.
No matter how many doors I knocked on and how hard I pleaded, all I could do was watch Swabian Temple grow emptier by the day. I waited for years. And over time, I gave up.
So you waited for years for us to return, and then when it finally came the time, it was too hard to let go.
11 years ago. So it was then.
I could never let go of this regret. But I know the Tide Fair was something Yunquei Summit organized out of their own goodwill, and that I shouldn't be blaming the mystics. I kept that bitterness bottled up all these years, until you all came back. I was happy when I first heard the temple was reopening, but then it just felt unfair. Why now? I had waited at Swabian Temple every day back then, and no one ever came. And now it just happens? Why is it that Jen never got to...
I understand your feelings, old man.
I'm just glad you're here now. If it weren't for your help, Ping might have ended up just like his brother.
You saved the one you lost.
I'll take care of this sky letter personally. Don't worry, I understand what it means to you. I'll handle it carefully.
Yep.
Once I've thoroughly examined the sigil inside, I'll return it to you safely. It will be your decision whether to keep it for memory's sake or to send it flying.
I see. All right, that's more than I could ask for. Thank you. I'll be heading back now.
No problem, old man.
Please, take care.
This was keepsake for his late son.
So the sky letter old Moa brought belonged to his son, who had passed away years ago.
This sky letter is invaluable, both to him and Swabian Temple. It carries the weight of a loved one's final wish, and through it, I can catch a glimpse of the legacy left behind over a decade ago.
Plus, you now know the sigils you can use, and we can restart it.
Thank you and Fufu. The sky letter is still trivial when compared to saving a life. We're lucky to have you here at Swabian Temple.
Thanks. This must have been Fate's plan all along.
This must have been Fate's plan all along.
Well said. You're quite perceptive. After seeing my disciples work so hard, I suppose I'd better stop slacking off myself. It's time I focused on making the sky letters.
Yep.
This time, we'll make enough for everyone in all of Waifei Peninsula, so no one will be left with any regrets.
Solve biggest problem for the Tide Fair. It's cause for celebration. You've been busy running, and I haven't been much help. Tell you what, whenever you feel like eating today, I'll head straight to the market and whip up something special just for you guys. For real? Me too? I get extra food too? I'm so done with those compressed biscuits. Jufufu, I like the joke people I've seen talking about her saying once to born to shonen and forced to shoujo. Of course, you've played a crucial role in Swabian Temple's renovation. We can't have done it without you. I want that braised pork belly I've been craving forever. Oh, and fried chicken wings too, and now I'm hungry. I've been dreaming about those. I want both. Hold on. Everyone gets to choose. How about braised pork for you, Fufu? Let Belle pick something. So, Belle, what would you like? I'll get the chicken wings then. Yeah, that sounds tasty. That's my junior. You really know your food. Now, we get to try both of them. You got it. You're totally spoiling Fufu. Junior disciples should spoil their seniors. You're right, juniors. Wait, that feels backwards. Braised pork and fried chicken wings. I've got it memorized. I'll get Shifu's favorite while I'm at it. Alright? Get ready to feast your hearts out. Wonder how she's doing with those talismans. Oh, here you are. Already done? What do you think, Shifu? Just a few simple strokes. There's an intricate mystery to them. You could say it's the most crucial part of the Sky Letter. I figured it out. The Sky Letter can be returned to Mr. Mo. I'll go return it. Okay? Old Sky Letter. So now I just got to return it to the old man. Nice and simple. It feels nice just to clear out these side quests I've been neglecting. Yeah, I've sort of been saving them for streams, then keep getting distracted with other things. No, ping? Ping? Did you catch a cold? You know, my lungs have been feeling weird ever since I got out of the hollow. But I've got checked out at the hospital and they didn't find anything wrong. Could it be because of the ether's influence in the hollow? A hollow? Master Bell, can you take a look? I'll take a look. There's no need to call me a master yet. Thanks for your help. So... Oh, so I'm looking at his chakras. Okay, I see, so I need to get... Let's get to 1, 2... Oh, wait, so it's going in... So I'll need to do it like this. Then I'll do 2. And 3. And... I think that should just about do it. 1, 2, 3, 4. I've realigned your chakras. How are you feeling, Ping? No more coughing. Incredible. I feel so much better. And here is a mistake which they made. They said Master Wise when this is Bell. I know this stuff happens when you have so much dialogue, stuff, and 2 characters. Stuff slips through the cracks. Thanks, Bell. There's no need. But what caused this in the first place? Could I have inhaled something weird in the hollow? I actually just learned this from You... Yeah, pretty much. Give 2 of... I see, that's... Everyone's especially feeling so much more at ease. Yep. Ping is just not cut out for going into the hollows. He's being reckless. I won't go there anymore. The masters at Swabian Temple are something else. They waltzed in and got... Yeah, I mean, we're combat trained. Well, most of them are. And I just happen to have a Rolodex of incredibly well-trained badasses. Next time you go into a hollow, make sure you go with a professional. I swear, I've learned my lesson. Alright, almost forgot. Here's your Sky Letter back. Take it. Just come find me if you need to use it again. Confirm. Talk to Ju Fufu. Yeah, this is like a quaint little coastal town. Like, you know, excluding the hollows. Like, again, I can't get enough that hollows are very much just a thing people live with in this universe, but they are, and people, you know, go to work in them, and yet they're also the thing causing the apocalypse. Focused on making sky letters. There are already so many sky letters. Fair's around the corner. Yep, if it exists, and and some people have literally been dealing with this as long as they've been alive, so if you've grown up with it, it's just normal. Like that tree. Which trees? What's up with the trees? I was about to talk to Belobog about the tree situation. Come on, check. Oh, you'll see what I mean. What tree situation? Been busy there for a while. Pretty much set up, right? Can I go up there? Ju Fufu, you wanted to sleep in the tree. Safety first. Once everything's secured, you're good to roll. Careful now. Some of the branches look pretty flimsy. Don't worry. I won't let a single leaf get knocked off. You're renovating the tree too? No, it's just for decoration. To teach me how to fold some sky letters without talisman patterns. I thought I'd hang them in the trees. It may not carry the same meaning as a proper sky letter, but it's still great for adding the atmosphere. Yep, you have to decorate. It's meaningful too. This feels like one of Shifu's lectures, but anyway, I'll be sure to hang more sky letters on the tree. Could help hang sky letters, but I'm sure it means much more for you guys to do it yourselves. Oh, and by the way, everyone from Belobog Heavy Industries will get their own sky letters too. Shifu said since you've all come to Waifu Peninsula, you're guest of the Tide Fair, so when in Rome, right? Yep, we have sky letter wishes too. You bet. Actually, ever since we got this job, the president's been going on and on about wanting to visit Swabian Temple, but couldn't find the time. This is great. I'll write down the president's know everyone's wishes. All of this worst case scenario, I'll just keep my part short. There's more than enough. Fired up. Yep, come on, Anton. I'll leave it to Belobog Heavy Industries then. Let me know when it's done. And now I can finally level this up again. I've been doing a bunch of this stuff in just background, so level up. Add decorations. Add more plants. Yep, nice more decoration plants. Add scrolls, more plants. Add decorations, take away the ladders. Upgrades, upgrades, upgrades! Ah, and now I can... Carve... Must have written it. Hung everywhere in sky. The atmosphere of this more and more festive. Fantastic, but quick thing. I need to do this. So let's see. I saw me just what product upgrades. Sold product upgrade, so level up. Confirm. Oh, okay, I see. I have to do this a bit more in the future. Oh, and I can dismantle the old stuff. Okay, that's new functionality I can use later on. Okay, so now, let's see, what time is it? It's starting to get a bit late here, and I don't want to start to continue doing... I don't want to start and stop, start and stop. So, this is what I'm going to plan to do. So, tomorrow I plan to try the Fate collab. If that sort of, breaks, I'll just have to suck it up and do it in private. But at the very least, tomorrow I'm going to do Fate collab and do some rolls. Or at least I think Fate collabs tomorrow. But regardless, and other than that, I'm going to be doing a Jufufu story quest. So next time I stream this, I will go and do this bit, and then we'll do Jufufu story quest before it's too late. With that being said, thank you for coming, everyone. It's been lovely seeing all of you, and I look forward to seeing you again in the future. Until then, bye! Bye-bye!